Hello, and welcome. Um, Over at my Patreon, I got the option of putting up a video that costs nothing to watch. So all you have to do is to just sign up as a free member, and then you get access to my free content. And I just uploaded this small video where I'm thinking about should I or should I not buy the new tempera sticks. So I created this totally inspired by Lindsay the Frugal Crafter's review and unboxing of the tempera sticks, and I changed it midway into something that could be used as maybe a Christmas card. I don't know. I just twerked it up because we are in December. And I finished it off doing a little bit of splatter, and then I wrote Merry Christmas here on this string. And I just wanted to upload this video here on YouTube to remind you guys that you can visit me over at Patreon, and there are some free content over there, so you don't need to take out your wallet. But if you're gonna take out the wallet and support my channel, it's like $5 or $10 a month, and I do weekly uploads over there. So let me just add the video. And yeah, wish you a nice day. Hi everyone. Hi. Man, I'm shredding hair like a freak. I'm really shredding hair. So I wanted to just roll with the lint roller, and then while I was rolling, I got this idea. I don't think that I want to throw this out this time when it's done. You know, always when I buy a new set, I get this device. So I got a lot of these devices if I didn't throw them out. But you know what, I got this sturdy bubble wrap. I'm thinking about dressing this one up in the sturdy bubble wrap, and then can you picture how you can use it on your gel plate? You know, you can just roll with it on the top of the gel plate. So you could like even emboss cardstock, wrap it around this lint roller, and then you would have like an ongoing pattern you can just roll on your gel plate. Okay, I'm just thinking loud out here. It's probably an idea other people have had, but it just hit me, so I just wanted to share. Well guys, Kathy Aber was so nice to send me a hint about the tempera sticks, and she is so correct in her assumption about they could be like the perfect substitute for gelatos, because A, they are affordable, and B, they are very easy to come by. So there's a lot of places where you can shop it. So I have had my eyes out on the tempera sticks. I still have not pushed the buy button yet. And then yesterday I was so lucky that Lindsay the Frugal Crafter unboxed her package of tempera sticks, and it's like looking like a lipstick, like it's very fat and long. Looking like a gelato, you know. Let me take out a gelato so you like, this is a gelato. And the tempera stick had that same shape, lipstick shape. So this is also a product of a gel stick. So I watched Lindsay do a stream where she was playing around with stencils and her tempera sticks, and she was talking about how fast the tempera sticks are drying. Within 90 seconds they are completely dried in. And I was so happy to get that info, because what I do when I do art with gelatos is that I depend on them being smearable. You know, like you're able to smear them and blend them together with a blender or a finger. And a blender is often used just like this makeup wedge. But anyway, so I don't think when I look at the fast drying aspect of the tempera stick that it's something that makes me want to buy it. So, but I was curious, like, how fast does these gel sticks dry, you know? I think they dry too fast, So getting a product that's drying even faster is a little bit, yeah, it's got its pros and cons, right? So Lindsay was showing that she on her Cricut has cut a lot of circles into a sheet of paper, and she used that as a stencil for her design. So while I was watching her, I just, yeah, you know how I am. I cannot sit still and watch someone demo something. I want to try it while I'm watching it. And if it happens to be like a 40-minute or an hour-long demo, then I got time to play along on the side. I didn't feel like dragging out my Cricut to do the same stencil as she had, so I just took a sheet of cardstock and then this circle compass cutter and cut out 2 circles, and I thought that would be enough for me to test out whether, you know, I was, you could say, like arting along and then getting my feeling on when is my sticks drying, how can I layer up, you know, compared to the temper stick. And all of this is just my way of investigating before I hit the buy button on a product, you know. So I'm just still considering buying the temper stick. But I look at this and it was actually fun to make, and then I suddenly feel, you know what, I should share with people that this could be converted into a super fast and fun Christmas card. It's probably way too late to send a Christmas card now. Today's like the 12th of December, but some people send Christmas cards regardless, and if people receive them between Christmas and even after New Year's Eve, it's still a holiday greeting. So don't get strung up on the date of the month. I mean, a card is a card. Yeah, listen to me talking about mailing Christmas cards when I totally did not do that this year. But this is like the stencil, and now I want to move this, for instance, up here and make a Christmas ball here. Maybe I should. I want to make a cluster where you can come in making strings. So I'm thinking, how about if the next ball is somewhat around here? And I didn't plan this out before I started, so it's not like I have a locked-in idea of how I'm going forward with this circular stencil. So let me just try and clip this on. Lindsay also demonstrated a Sizzix stamping or stenciling tool that looked a little bit expensive, I think. I wouldn't buy that gadget. It's like you can lock in your stencil just like when you stamp, and have a sketchbook underneath, but I just didn't like the way it looked. I have a wet baby wipe here. I wonder if I can go in and then take off the product, because that's what you can do with your gel sticks. You can reactivate them. I think actually I want to go around this circle because I got some nasty thing on the stencil. And then now I smudged this whole area, but I'm kind of confident that I can cover it up. Even the napkins can sometimes turn out to look like something we could dry and collage in when you work with these gel sticks. I want to add a third Christmas bulb, and the stencils that I've been working with is this and this. This was actually gifted to me from Sandra, and then because it's a Christmas stencil, or suddenly it's a Christmas bulb, I wonder if I should add in this element of like something that looks like a clock, so it reminds me of like New Year's Eve. So yeah, I think I'm gonna focus on these 3 stencils here for my stencil work. I think it's dried up now. But yeah, this is just a video where I'm trying to convert my sample tester page into something that could look like a Christmas page. I'm just gonna let this dry. I'm gonna dry it with a heat gun, I think. Okay, while it's drying, I just added double-sided tape on this lint roller, and then I cut a piece of bubble wrap, and now I'm simply just gonna roll it on. I'm rolling it on over the edge because I don't want the edge to leave a heavy mark on my gel plate. So I'm hoping that by placing the bubble wrap over each ends that I would pull down a little bit the risk of getting some strange line work when the edges are hitting my gel plate. It's there on firmly. Of course I dipped it into something. Will it float? I almost said, will it roll? It's rolling, guys, it's rolling. That was one of the things that I was thinking about, if it just would stay like this and then just scoot around a smooth surface, but it's actually rolling along. Okay, this is fun. This is fun. I can't wait to try this on my gel plate. Oh, this is still wet. Oh my god, we're sharing hacks. Well, every year we get this Christmas jam. We get it from Germany. It's called Weihnachtskonfektura, and Weihnacht is Christmas in German, and Konfektura is just like edible stuff, you know. But my my little hack is that it's plum jam, like jam made out of plums. And usually I like Madeira or brandy to go with plum when you're eating cheese, you know. So my little hack is to share with you guys that every year for Christmas we try to get this plum jam, and then we pour in a little bit of brandy and stir it into the jam, because we can eat a jar like this pretty fast in our household, and that way we get our own Christmas jam, you could call it. So if you guys are a little bit foodie like I am sometimes, maybe you would like to try this hack. So if you stumble over plum jam in the supermarket and you got some Madeira or a little bit of brandy, try stir it out into the jam and eat it with cheese. It's just so delicious, and it's got that holiday taste, you know, like something special for December. And not to forget the combination of rum and fig jam. That was a naughty one. One year we could not find the plum jam. I don't know why it's so hard to come by here in my country. So we get most plum jams from Germany. But one year we could only dig out a fig jam in the supermarket, and then we poured in a little bit of rum in that, and that was just also delicious. Okay, this is sort of dried up. Well, I just want to do exactly like Lindsay did on her tutorial, or, you know, like totally inspired, whoops, by her way of approaching these round circular things. And she used her Cricut to make a template out of cardstock, and I really like the idea of using the Cricut to create just temporary templates. I think some people are storing their template and use them again and again. I just think that they become a little bit greasy afterwards. So yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna save this template here. Let me see, I got this, this was so nice. None of these colors are not necessarily Christmas colors. I just converted them by accident. I'm gonna convert them into be used for Christmas. So it's kind of fun, you know, if I have known before I started this that I already made that they should be used as Christmas ornaments, I probably would have picked a whole different color scheme, leaning more towards not so bright pastel looking colors. So it's fun to see how it managed to turn out anyway into some sort of an ornament. Oops, that kind of want to make mud. The lavender next to the yellow, that was not so smart. I'm just cleaning up my stick. I'm thinking about bringing in a sort of a different color. Maybe a deep red. Yeah, now I don't really know what I'm doing. Maybe now would be a good time to come on top of this with some of the stencil applications. I'll move that one. I think that area over there is a little bit dark, so what if I try and brighten it up with a layer of white? Oh, that was really dirty. Wow. I think I need to clean up this little nub here before I put it back into the container. Okay, now for something dark. Like, I wouldn't mind if I had maybe we could have it here also. If I can smear that one out. And then Lindsay took Stabilo All pencil for the outline of her circular motif. I'm just gonna take the black gel stick because it's smudgeable, you know, so you can like smudge it around the edge. It didn't look like she could work like that with the tempera sticks. It looked like they dried so fast, you know. Yeah, I'm still in doubt whether I should try. Maybe I could buy like a small set of the tempera sticks and test out that way if it's something that appeals to me. Oh, I really love that red, you know, that stencil here of this red motif. So I'm just gonna put it here, I think. I feel that people are wasting a lot of the product into the makeup sponge, so I like to just use my finger lightly, because I can kind of press harder where there is an indent into the stencil, so I can like position my product better, I feel. But it's because it's so gelatin, you know, like it's so like lipstick. I think I should have maybe I could try the gold stick on the really dark background here. I think I want to hit this with a heat gun to make sure that it's completely dry before I come on top of this with the gold. I've been sitting here waiting. The construction guys outside is going nuts with this strange machine. I hope that you won't be able to hear it. It's a couple of houses away from my house, and while I was waiting I kind of shifted my stencil. So I need to remember that. Maybe I can put it right back where it was. Oh, that's the worst, right? Okay, that really speaks for that stencil product from Sizzix that Lindsay was demonstrating, because then this wouldn't have happened. I think now the stencil is back into place. But okay, what speaks about getting the tempera sticks is that you can actually layer up without making mud. You know how, can you see? That's also why I was testing along with her demo, because I wanted to see how my stash, you know, the sticks in my stash, how they are performing, because I could look up on the screen and see how her sticks is performing, and then I could take a look at my own sticks and then evaluate, like, where is the difference, right? The difference I noticed is that she was able to layer up without getting mud, because they dry so fast. So what's going on in my head is, if I should add another art supply to my current growing stash, it should at least be an art supply that did something different. And they would do something different than my current stash when it comes to the drying session. So that's worth wondering about, right? I want to add this clock into this element here. Maybe maybe just a tiny clock down here. I think I should go black, because then it will show up. So I might see if I can get just a small set of the tempera paint, just so I can compare it with my gelatos and see if it can bring something different to my stash. Oh, that was like nothing. But what's refraining me from doing it is that it takes such a long time to use up a product, and I'm not sure if the tempera sticks can last a long time. It is a creamy stick form, so there is this risk that it might dry out before I get good use out of it. I think I want to try and add some of this. Maybe it could be in a dark color. I just really like this green color here. But I am just in the buying phase, you know. This is how my mind is speculating before I hit the buy button or make a decision. And maybe I need just something right there. Oh, but what about the end of this? No, that might be too much. I got this homemade. This is just a homemade stencil out of clear acetate. But it's not the good acetate. It's, you remember back in school when you had an overhead projector? Then you had these plastic sheets, and they're like wafer thin. So they are just annoying to have in your stash because they're so wafer thin. I wonder which color. It could be like the last color I want to add, and what should that be? I'm leaning toward something a little bit bright, maybe. Ah, the yellow is so transparent. Should I try this with a little bit of orange in it? I don't know how transparent it is. I can just do a tester here. The yellow in my creamy products has always been super transparent. Yeah, that did not look good at all. Maybe I should just hand draw it in instead. Nope, it doesn't want to. Okay, if you're facing these issues, you can always... Let's try and fix this. The way I would fix it is to lift off the product first. So you get more like a white paper background. And then hopefully you can come in with your bright color. Let's just remove some of the water from this. But if I had the temper sticks, this wouldn't be an issue. I would just be able to go directly on top with the orange. So with that in mind, yeah, I should try them out. Shouldn't I? Doesn't take much to convince my wand monster. But thanks for the tip, Kathy. I really am fond of using gel sticks. I mostly feel alone in that area. There's not a lot of people who vouch to having fun time spent when they're using gel sticks. Most people get like super annoyed on the product. But for some odd reason, I have always enjoyed smudging with my fingers because I feel I get it just brings back memory of being together with my son when he was little, and he was like all like hands in with colors, you know, making a mess. So maybe that's why I like it so much, because it brings back memories of those fun times. Let's see. Lindsay topped off her design with splatters. Don't we just all love a girl who do splatters? I am really a fan of splattering, especially with gouache. I learned it from Kathy Arbor, you know, like using the white gouache as snowflake splatter. So let me see. I'm taking this fan brush here, and then my plan is to just make some fine ones first. Just to get like some specks. And then come in with, maybe I need a little bit more specks, I think. Oh, that was like a lot. It's super nice that I have the mask. Okay, first some fine ones. And then come in with some more hefty ones. That might be a little too much. Does it show? Should we spatter another color? I will try and spatter some dark red. How about that? You know, since it is like a Christmas themed thing here. I'll just pick up my red. Of course, I do too much. I cannot like limit myself when it comes to spattering. It's like all over the place. Okay, I need to be a little bit mindful with this. Now I'm placing the stencil on top of the wet spatter. That's really nice, Lena. Okay, that's gotta do it. Yeah, I like it. It got a little bit of color. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. So, almost finished. I'm just using acrylic gold marker, trying not to bump into the gel stick area. I think that would like really clog a marker. It is water soluble, so you can reactivate it. If you don't like that, we have a Dorland wax that you can just give a coat of that to lock in the pastel. I'm gonna call it a pastel. I was thinking that I could draw a line with a Sharpie and then make it like hoop around like that. And then this one could go like behind. I don't need a ruler for that. Yeah. But this is the finished piece. I know it looks like a mess, but I think it was a beautiful mess and very relaxing to sit and do. So I think it was a good idea for a Christmas card theme if you're totally running out of ideas and want something that you can sit and play with. You know, it's really fun to sit and do these things while people are streaming and you're just watching a video. And it's a small contained area, so it's not like you're rolling out a big gel plate and doing a bunch of mess. It's just super nice. I like the way it looks. thanks for watching. I just wanted to come on and share my thoughts about the tempera sticks, and then I'm probably gonna buy a small set of them just to see how is it. Is it a good replacement for gelatos? So let's see. Bye bye for now.